Alright everyone, hi, my name is William. Here we'll be discussing how to ace your Fabulous interview. And by interview I mean your training interview. This is very different. This is not the make a 1-minute video where you read a book. This is far past that. This is after an instructor has taught you the basics. This is the second training demonstration where you are required to show what you can do. So, remember that. This is relevant for that. I am now a trainer with Fabulous, and I'm going to tell you some of the things we look for. Now, before we start, I wanted to mention, you're probably wondering, okay, now why is he saying that? Why is he helping us? Here's why. If you're able to get past all of the previous interviews, all of the previous qualifications and the checks, the last thing we want is for you to be dumped out because you don't have enough grasp of the program. So if I can show you what we're looking for, and you can master it, memorize it, anything of that sort, that's still going to be perfect for us. We're still going to get a highly qualified teacher because you've learned all the critical points. So, without further ado, let's go and get started. On this first page, you see a bunch of things that we look for, we try to remind our teachers of. For example, you might be indicated from the instructor, the trainer, that 29-30 minutes is going to the leaderboard. This information here is kind of just mechanics. It's what we're looking for. We're trying to figure out, okay, the diamonds. Are you keeping the gaps within 5? How are you doing the modules? Are you spending a lot of time? Do you talk fast? Do you talk slow? And extension. This is talking more about subjects. If you're trying to illustrate and teach the word kitchen, are you asking more questions about it? Are you challenging students that can be challenged? And then you'll see down there I have the picture. It's giving you a detailed information of what all the tools are, what we call them. The teaching tools, including the text box, including the free range marker. The diamonds, where it awards every student diamonds. The highlighter, the shader, the stickers. All of that is invaluable, and you should know that before you enter your second training demo. So let's move on to slide 0. For the introduction slide, we're going to remind you to use the green microphone, okay? And this is very important. Now, the reason why we use the green microphone is to give the students their time of day. You're essentially telling the student, hey, this is what you need to do. This is your turn to talk. Can you answer my question? So, for example, if I'm trying to say hello to Kimberly, I will say, hi, Kimberly. And while I'm saying that, I will bestow upon her the green microphone. Hi, Kimberly, how are you? And she'll say, I'm fine, teacher. She knows it's her turn. She sees me engaging with her, and she has the green microphone. It's a process that all goes together to make a seamless transition, a good experience for the student. Okay? Then, we have things that we're looking for in the pre-lobby. Volume control, building rapport, green microphone usage, and echo control. The pre-lobby, the first 5 minutes before the class starts, this is all a good time for you to control the volume of the classroom. Which students are loud? Which students are quiet? Which students have echoes? Things like that. Okay? So let's keep going. Keep in mind that we're looking for the critical objectives here, so I will briefly cover them. If you want to go into more depth, you can pause the video, look at some of the micro notes, but I will cover what's essential, what is absolutely essential. CPAT. You are looking for mechanical mastery. Can you flip the cards accurately? Good. Can you do it in a seamless transition from student to student? Good. Can you click new round only if you want a complete new round, not a new card? We're looking for that. Can you use student individual and then students, every student altogether? Can you transition between that? CPAT is about teaching the word and potentially throwing it into sentences. Okay? When in doubt, sentence it out. New words. For new words, we can look at it like this. Follow the chart here. Objective. Teach the new words. These are new words. They don't know what kitchen is yet. You want to teach them the kitchen. Then, we want to see if you can magnify the cards inspire the class into action, like, everyone, can you say kitchen? Things like that. And see if you can do proper diamond awardance. Jerry's doing really well. Is Jerry getting diamonds for his extra performance? And if you have time, permitting extensions, that is asking relevant questions, having them use it in a full sentence. Full sentences is almost always a good idea. You should always be looking to get students to use full sentences. So, can you say, the kitchen? Good. Can you say, the pot is in the kitchen? Perfect! Very good. Things like that. Students will really appreciate that, and the parents of the students will also appreciate that as well. New words is fairly simple. It just focuses on magnifying the words, teaching it, and then expanding on that teaching. Floating bubbles. This is where the teacher has to connect the bubbles. This one is a very mechanically intensive task. It's very simple, but it for the teacher can be difficult. The teacher has to connect the bubbles before offering any hints. This is because the system, if you have a student who's very intelligent and you say kitchen, and he tries to connect the bubbles instantly, well, if you don't have it connected by then, he might begin second guessing himself because the system will tell him that he's wrong. Okay? So before anything, step 1, floating bubbles. Connect the images. Connect the picture kitchen to the text kitchen. Then, identify the link is correct and guide students to click it if they don't know how. Okay? Overall, your goal is to click it. Have the students click it. But the first round, I like to guide them. I'll circle the picture and I'll circle the text and I will say, can you click this? While showing the mouse and clicking the left click, okay? Encourage students to say answers in complete sentences. You can go further into that, but that's the main thing. Just checking that you can connect the bubbles. Sentence maker. This one's very simple. It does all the work for you. The only thing you have to know how to do is to select student, select the student that you want, and it'll automatically give them the green microphone. It'll automatically mute everyone else. You want to give a fair turn. That's what we're looking for. Everyone gets a fair turn, so one student doesn't get 2 and the other ones only get 1, okay? And you can use the award function, not the actual manual diamond reward. There's an award button. You want to click that. That's important because if the students get 3 diamonds, you want to be like, wow, 3 diamonds. It's really rare. It's really cool. They love it. But you click the reward function, they get the 3 diamonds. They don't get 4 and completely overwhelm the other students, okay? So here, 3 diamonds is really rare. Be happy, but ask comprehension as well, okay? So if they get 3 diamonds, be like, wow, very good, Jerry. But can you say grandma is in the kitchen? Give them a question and see if they can sort of earn the 3 diamonds, okay? A vote. Teachers have a lot of trouble with vote. The main goal of vote is to have them say full sentences. You can do this individually or you can do this all together. I recommend doing it individually, okay? And let's see. So I have Facebook messages going on. Over here, have everyone participate, engage everyone, check to see the teacher's rewarding diamonds, and you can read over all the words prior, like school, zoo, playground, to develop mastery, okay? And you want to encourage them to vote they can click on this module, okay? You can click and you'd be like, hey, where is the sofa? Is it in the zoo? Do the monkeys need a sofa? No! And you can do things like that to encourage the students to make them smile, get them to expand on their knowledge, okay? That's vote. The difficulty of vote is main objective, full sentences here. It is imperative you do full sentences during vote, okay? Shell. Make sure, this is absolutely critical, mute before the cartoons begin to audio. This is to prevent echo. Students are not required to have a headset like the teachers are, so their speakers might begin to echo. If that happens, other students cannot learn well. It will be very difficult for them. So it is important to mute. That is the most critical thing here. Then you want to make sure to enable the student. Don't just keep them muted. Try to have them say it. You can ask comprehensive questions. What's this? And you might circle the lamp with a highlighter. What's this? Oh, I see. It's a lamp. Good. What color is the lamp? Yes, it's blue. What's this? Light. Very good. Things like that, okay? That's the gist of the show. You let them listen to it twice, and then you give them time to practice. You help them practice. Learn and act. Only one key thing you need to remember here. First, the students learn. You will teach. So if they have a sentence on the screen, I recommend reading it first. Then invite the actors. Okay? When you want to invite the actors, invite the students onto the stage by putting their cameras up there to have them read, to help them out, to give them comprehensive challenge questions, things like that, okay? So, first, learn. The students learn. You teach. Second, act. Invite the actors. I recommend you say it first, slowly, to teach them, and then you have them come up and do it with them. Help them say the sentence, and then have them say it solo. Okay? If you have time, I'd definitely recommend asking comprehensive questions. Okay? Task box. This one's like the sentence maker from above with the 3 diamonds. Okay? This one is very simple. You just press select student, and then you pick which student you want. The buttons are all there. You just have to tinker with it ahead of time to see where they are located. Okay? The main thing we're checking here is everyone gets a fair turn, and pronunciation. You want to correct students if they're wrong here. Of course, you should always be correcting students if they're wrong. But it's most important here because they get a task to do. So they might have to read, I feel hot. And they might say, turn off the air conditioner, please. Which would be incorrect. We would want to turn on. So you would correct that in a fun, approachable way. Okay? All right. The next one is role play. We want to see if the teacher can put the students up correctly. Role play is often the hardest, okay? Now, for role play, there's 2 cameras for the students, okay? You want to align the question with whoever's asking it and the answer with whoever's answering it. I know that sounds a bit strange looking at my Word document, but when you see the actual program, you will know for certain what you need to do. And the important thing with role play is, the numbers, the students cannot see the numbers. Only the teachers can. The numbers go with the current question. So for example, number 1 might be a picture of grandma in the living room. And it'll say, where is grandma? And then number 6 might be, blank is in the blank. And that will be the student answering the question. He will go, grandma, which is the first blank, is in the second blank, living room, or something like that, okay? Role play is not difficult. Role play just means you have to practice ahead of time and really nail it, okay? Remember, everyone gets a fair turn, pronunciation, full sentences, and that's a guide for everything. So just if you want to write something down, fair turn, pronunciation, full sentences. Boom. That's all you need for the majority of the modules. As for the quizzes, we have a lot of notes for the quizzes, but they're actually fairly simple. To begin the quiz, give a clear hint, sentence, or instruction. For example, if I see the pictures of a banana, school bag, and playground, and I want to pick school bag, I'm going to be like, okay, I will be grasping my shoulders as if I'm holding a school bag, and I will go, okay, we go to school with the school bag. Can you pick the school bag? And I will show them the mouse, and I'll be clicking with it left click to show them, to indicate they can left click here, okay? It's important that you allow every student time to pick. And then you can give a countdown when you want to select the answer. So 5, 4, 3, final answer. And then what you can do is you can click the answer that's correct. You need to click it, and you'll press select or award, whichever word's there. This will automatically award the students that are that got the correct answer, and it's okay for them to be wrong. If they're wrong, briefly cover why. So you can say, oh, is this a school bag? No, this is a banana. We like to eat bananas, right? Things like that are very helpful for the students, okay? So, for the quizzes, reading, full sentences, inspiring the student to play the game, and it's okay for them to be wrong, but help them understand why they're wrong. You don't need to call them out. So if Johnny gets it wrong, you don't need to be like, Johnny, why'd you get it wrong? No, absolutely do not do that. What you do want to do is, okay, I see in your head you're thinking, I see Johnny pick banana. Okay, class, the school bag is brown. We take it to school. We can't eat it. Can I eat it? No. I can eat a banana. Things like that help them expand on the words so they can plug in the missing details, okay? Okay, so that's the gist of the training module. I know I only covered the basic critical points here, but the rest is for you to expand on and to improve your teaching style. General tips for every module. Interactive and fair. Every student gets a turn. If you do one student, all students should have an individual turn as well. Second, pronunciation, diction, and teaching. Always correct the student if they have a wrong pronunciation. Don't give up on them. If they take 30 seconds or more, then it's fine. You can move on at that point. You can be like, don't worry, Johnny, you're getting it. You're almost there. Let's move on. Good progress, okay? Things like that, that's okay. But you should spend at least 10 seconds if the student is not getting the word microwave, because you can just pronounce it. You can go microwave, microwave. And repetition. Repetition is very useful, okay? I'll write it down right here, actually. So, tips. Repetition and pronunciation. I spelled pronunciation wrong, but that's okay. You are seeing it, not the students. And then we also want to look into full sentences, okay? Oh, it actually looks like, there we go. Full sentences. Oh my goodness. Glad I'm not on a spelling exam. So we have repetition, pronunciation, full sentences. That will get you through the majority of the modules. Because at the end of the day, our goal is to teach. Okay? Alright, it looks like Microsoft Word just stopped responding. That's perfect. We'll end it here. Thank you very much, guys.